Hello, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, February 27th. We've got 1 day left until the end of the month and the end of the week as well. So, some of the big news that was expected this past week had come out yesterday after the bell, which was surprise NVDA earnings. So, NVIDIA earnings were front and center, realistically, of a lot of what was going on and the expectations, I guess, from this week, as well as the movement that had been taking over the most recent downside here in these markets. So everyone had their eyes peeled on NVIDIA, seeing what was going on from there. But the results finally came out, right? As you can see, we've gapped up a little here pre-market into yesterday's highs, actually. And what's going on right now is that it wasn't necessarily a blowout, right? Investors were hoping for something of the sort, or at least they're used to seeing something of the sort. The AI darlings stock seesawed between down a little and up a little throughout the earnings into yesterday's close before rallying here pre-market. Now, fine, not necessarily outstanding. NVIDIA's fourth quarter results easily beat Wall Street estimates. However, the pace of its data center revenue growth, which accounts for the most of its revenue, slowed considerably. Still, the company recorded $11 billion of Blackwell revenue in the reported quarter, exceeding its expectations and allaying investor fears of DeepSeek slowing demand. We've successfully ramped up massive scale production of Blackwell AI supercomputers, achieving billions of dollars in sales in its first quarter. This is what CEO Jensen Huang noted. And NVIDIA expects $43 billion in revenue in the first quarter of 2026, plus or minus 2% compared to the consensus estimates of $42.3 billion. Now, the Blackwell ramp-up has weighed on NVIDIA's margins, with first quarter adjusted growth margin forecast to be 71% when fully ramped. We have many opportunities to improve the costs, and gross margin will improve and return to the mid-70s late fiscal this year, or late this fiscal year, said the CFO. As for the impact of potential tariffs, Kress, the CFO, said that it's unknown until we understand further what the government plan is. And overall, we're used to pretty significant momentum moves from NVIDIA from earnings, but we didn't necessarily see that course of action most recently. So right now we're still holding some of a bid. The markets are generally moving higher and holding this bid pretty well right now. We could have seen a decent turning point in these markets as things stand, and we're trying, after some of this news here pre-market, we're trying to rebid pretty viciously as things stand right now. And for me, I'm looking at this, and the S&P above that 59.90 area, I would want to be more bullish. Anything above those areas, especially if we can start bidding 60-20 area, I think that upside still holds out. So not really too much of an update here today, about 3 minutes. Not really too much to talk about. NVIDIA trying to hold out. Other than that, I don't really have too much news. We can see that big tech has faltered pretty significantly. Meta has been trying to turn around a decent bit over the past few days here from the bottom. It's up about 6% right now. Amazon doing a nice turning point. And then you have massive laggards like Tesla, Google, Microsoft. And with these NVIDIA earnings, we're starting to see some kind of a bid. So the way I see it is that there is some bull side position for today. I'm looking at that for the upside perspective, and as long as we're above 59.90 on the S&P, my expectations are for the upside to continue. So I'll leave you guys with that. We'll take a look at what's going on, and we'll do this again tomorrow to wrap things up. So I don't want to talk too much.